Hello YouTube, my name is Christian Lopez. If you've been to my channel before, welcome back, and if you haven't, welcome. In today's video, as you can see right here to the right of me, I have the UCS Millennium Falcon, released back in 2017. Now, as you can see, the set is a little large, and I can't just set it up in my apartment laying down like this. It literally takes up my entire dining room table. So in today's video, I am going to be doing a review as well as a put together of the Vornado UCS Millennium Falcon stand. I am going to be building it right now. I will stop along the way if I run into any issues or any comments I feel need to be pointed out before we attach this to the Falcon itself. Hello YouTube, it has been a few days since the last clip, just 3 seconds ago for you guys. I'm gonna go over the negatives of this so far with the stand, just so we get that out of the way, then we can go to the installation of this with the Falcon. So, one, the box and the instructions had different piece counts, 408, 407. Not a big deal, really doesn't matter whatsoever, but just the quality control thing. Number two, quality control. The pieces of Technic. There were some pieces that went in really loose, there were some pieces that went in really tight, and there were some pieces that went in just right. Normally when you're building a Lego set, everything goes in the exact same. If you have a black piece, it goes in just the same as another black piece versus a blue piece, white and red, whatsoever. They all have that same feel to them. Some pieces took a good amount of work to get them to line up because Technic, you could have 3 different Technic pieces coming together, and to line it all up and make it fit when some pieces are really loose and some pieces are really tight can be difficult. So that is something right there. Nothing too difficult. Maybe took an extra 10 minutes on the build overall. And then finally, what took the longest was reading the instructions. The instruction manual was very small. There was even a point where I had to zoom in on with my camera on my phone on the instruction manual to try to see what I was looking at. But once you build one side, it makes it much easier to build the other side because they're basically mirrored. And lastly, there was an incorrect instruction. Now, both these small pieces right here, these Technics, on the instruction manual, it shows to leave these behind the blue Technic piece. Step 13. But it doesn't say to connect to this blue Technic piece. It shows right there that it's not connected. So it's not like that one right there where it's connected. It is right here, it's not connected. So what I did was I left it loose in between those two, thinking that somehow it'll connect later on. It never did until like 5 steps later, well, all of a sudden this was all of a sudden connected. So step 13 does have a mistake there. This should be connected. That's not how it works. It's supposed to be connected to the blue Technic piece. So it wasn't difficult, but I just had to go back after a few steps to then reconnect it. So it took an extra few minutes, but that's a good thing to know before you guys do put this all together. The instruction manual is incorrect with that. Now I did have to remove the 4 2x2 plates on the bottom here and there. Otherwise the kit will not go on the Falcon because there was too much spacing at the bottom. But what we're going to do now is going to be installing this to the Millennium Falcon. So even with those inconsistencies, it was nothing major. It still went together really well. It didn't take too much time, and I am definitely happy with the purchase. Got it on Amazon, took like 3 days to arrive, and I'm really excited to finally get this thing on the stand because it's been taking up my dining room table for like 2 weeks now. But what we're going to be doing now is going to be removing all of the loose pieces on the top of the Falcon. The radar dish, all of the gravity-fed or gravity-held components that go by the pins, the tunnel to the cockpit. So we're going to be removing that. That way we can flip this Falcon on its back. The reason why I'm sitting on the couch is because we're going to be flipping this onto the couch, connecting this, and then putting it on display. So let's get right to that. All right, guys, so we're going to start off by removing the panels here. So the gunner will come off first. Then we can start removing these panels right here, just like so. And we can disassemble this one right here. Now I'm going to be removing this entire back panel here. It's just going to make it easier for me. So I'm going to first pull on this side. It's going to be 2 ball joints right here. As you can see, we have those 2 ball joints removed. And then we're going to pull and push right here from the top. And that removes both clips right there. Also going to be removing this back panel, which is very simple to do. There's going to be 3 gray Technic pins, which I will show you right now. The first gray Technic pin is going to be located to the left of the hyperdrive, right above the control panel, which I'm going to be pulling on. I do need right here with my fingers. It's hard to get it with recording. Let's see. All right, just like so, we had that pulled out. And on the other side, with this yellow pin, we can pull this one here and here, and that will lift up this piece. Oh, it's still connected on that one there. Let's get that off. Just like so, just those 3 pieces that hold it in. And then right here, I'm actually going to pull this to the side and take this right off. Now, the reason I am taking this off and this off right here, which is super simple to put back on, you just push it in and you're done, is because it allows you to basically grab onto the entire back of this Falcon with ease. You can almost lift this entire thing up with one hand just by opening this up right there. Up front here, we're going to be removing these panels here and here. The radar dish will just come off if you pull it on the side right there. We're just going to take the entire block off, as well as the panel here. And this entire piece right here will just pull up and slide off, just like that. Just as a reminder, you're going to want to make sure you do remove this piece for the hidden storage area. One little pin right there, so just going to lift up like that. And it really is crazy once you remove the panels, how bare this Falcon is, because really it's just a skeleton on the inside with a whole bunch of flat panels on it. But what we're going to do now is, now that I've removed all of this, I'm going to be transferring this over to my couch, putting it upright. That way we can connect the stand to it and put it on my wall. So I'm going to be grabbing it right here, as well as from the bottom, and basically completely turning it upright and over. So let's move this right over here. We're going to carefully do this because obviously this is a fragile set here and I don't want to completely destroy it. But I'm going to be picking it up, flipping it over, placing it against the couch, hopefully not losing any pieces. And if I do lose 1 or 2 here, it'll be very easy to see since all the panels have been removed. I'm going to grab firmly right back here and grab from the base right up front. Now the set is much lighter because I had to remove a lot of the panels. We're going to turn it over, just like so, and put it back like this. There we go. I really didn't hear any pieces come loose whatsoever, so hopefully that is completely fine. Let's move you closer, remove the feet, and attach the stand. So we're going to just be pulling, jiggling it up just like that. I'm going to go back and forth and pull. And now that we do have this on its back, I push down on all of the red tabs, or pins right here, just to make sure they're all upright. Now this tab right here is going to be going right there, that open slot, which these two are going to be following right up there in these pins, as well as on the top here and the top here. Now we are going to start off by installing the top Technic pins here and here. Now up top on the back side, there is going to be a Technic L bracket right here. And there's only one space open, so it's going to go directly in the center right there. So that's where I'm going to start off first. Press in and push. Perfect. That top one has been clipped in. We're going to go to this side right here. and it's going to be going on the last one, so the one forward facing all the way to the front. And perfect, we have it installed just like so. My cat is playing right now with the blinds. There we go, we do have it in. There's one. And there is the other. Perfect. All Technic pins have been installed. I'm just going to make sure they're all pushed in all the way, which they are. Now, we're going to grab from behind, and I'm going to pull this over right here. All right. This red Technic pin actually fell off the mount itself. I wasn't sure where it was going to be, so I just grabbed another one, a real Lego one. I forgot this right here is the hatch. But other than that, not one piece came apart from the Falcon. I'm now going to be grabbing it by the back mount, as well as by right here, since this is a very strong part of the Falcon. And we're going to go put it on my shelf. All right, we now have the UCS Millennium Falcon on my shelf. I'm going to be reattaching all the components and then closing off the video here. And to install this front piece, I did remove the side wings. Just going to be easier to have these off right now to have this installed and lined up. Alright YouTube, this has been the unboxing, review, and mounting of the Vonado Vertical stand for the UCS Millennium Falcon set number 75192. This right here is where I bought it on Amazon right there. Vonado came out to $27 and took like 4 days to arrive at my house. Overall, I am super happy with the quality of the product. It wasn't the greatest, but for the price, honestly, it can't be beat. It went together really well on the UCS Falcon. The hardest part of this entire thing was getting it mounted, or actually not even mounting it. That was pretty simple. The hardest part was putting the panels back on the Falcon, which took about 8 minutes in total to do. I'm super excited to finally have this set on display, as it's just been sitting on my coffee table taking up space for a long time. Finally, it's on the shelf with my other Legos. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share if you can. I will be uploading more Lego content in the near future. I'll be having a new video out by the end of this week, and another video the week after that, and so on and so forth. Thank you guys, and have yourself a great day.